Hi Aquarius friends, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. Welcome. This is your June 2022 astrology forecast, astrology horoscope. All right. I'm doing whole sign and tropical whole sign astrology. You have to remember, I don't see your natal chart, which is your blueprint. It is just a regular reading, the way the planetary movements going in heaven. All right, so, and then I'm going to try to actually translate the energy, interpret the energy for you. So let's start actually with Mercury retrograde, and actually Mercury going to station direct in your 4th house, and it's going to be 26 degrees of Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign, it's a fixed sign. It's a very stubborn sign. It doesn't want to change. And Mercury going direct, Mercury is your communication. 4th house representing real estate. 4th house is representing something with your living situation and your family. And you know what? Mercury going direct over here could be like, I'm going to actually purchase a new home where I have a bigger garden because of Taurus. Or it could be like, I just going to buy a land, or I'm going to purchase just a garden where I can start actually to create a hydroponic garden or whatever you want to do so. And we always have to check what kind of aspects the planet makes. So Mercury, the communication planet here, going to make an aspect with Neptune. Neptune is representing a lot of things in astrology. It's representing creativity, filmmaking, art, and it's representing also healing, holistic healing, angels and aliens, values, but spiritual values in your 2nd house. It's representing homelessness, shelters, orphanages, and suicide. So it's representing truly a wide spectrum over here. And with Mercury sextiling, which is a positive aspect, it's not without challenges or without, no, it's not without initiating, but without challenging, major challenging. All right, so you still have to work for it. 2nd house is your finance, it is your wallet, it is your values, it is your food, it is your jewelries, your whatever you own actually and you worked for. And Neptune over here sextiling with Mercury, and Mercury is in Taurus, which is also representing food. You can maybe start to, Neptune is also mushrooms, you know, like psychedelics or mushrooms as well. And Neptune also rules algae or spirulina, cap, or whatever is that. And because of Mercury is in Taurus, you might going to talk about the importance or implement actually in your family routine or regime some kind of new supplements with kelp, with spirulina, or it could be some kind of microdose of mushrooms or situations like that as well. But your spiritual value is also going to change. It could be like going to, Mercury is selling, and 2nd house is finance and getting money, and it is oil. So it could be like I'm going to sell my oil stack so I can move forward with that home purchases. So you're gonna use your oil stack to move forward to purchase a home. So Mercury going to square with Saturn, and Saturn going to go retrograde June 4th, a day later when going Mercury gonna go direct. So Saturn in your 1st house could mean like, first of all, Saturn in 1st house, I like, it's giving you a lot of medical issues. So it's giving you a lot of backaches, teeth surgeries, losing gingivitis, or, you know, like difficulties in the 1st house. And Saturn in Aquarius could be, for example, in 1st house, some kind of, Aquarius rules the neurons, the nerves, so it could be like pinched nerve all the time until it's transiting here, and it's squaring with Mercury. So Mercury could be something in Taurus with the vocal cord, thyroid. Saturn is limitation and it's on your body. So it could be like some kind of thyroid issues, Hashimoto grief disease, some kind of thyroid issues coming up for you. It is also could be like some kind of opportunity with weight loss project coming back to me, and I'm capable to go on to diet again. It could be also like Mercury is selling, Saturn is government or some kind of structure, and Aquarius is some kind of digital project. So some kind of digital project that I structured, that I built, because, you know, Saturn is building and slow, it's a slow project. It's going to be, have to get restructured, or it has to be wait. I have to wait to sell those because right now I don't have clients for that kind of project to be sold. Okay, so Mercury also children, and in the 4th house with Saturn, it could be like kind of redirecting your children. So it is like, you know, that my mobility is a little bit limited with Saturn in the 1st house, and I have to redirect my children because of they don't behave the way I want. And, you know, right now I cannot be, I need to be stricter with my children. All right. Mercury also going to make a beautiful trine with Pluto retrograde, and Pluto in your 12th house, it is going through some, getting rid of, for example, enemies, secret enemies, getting rid of some kind of addiction, working on my mental state, working on my addiction. And it's a powerful change. It's really working on my obsession, or, you know, Pluto retrograde, actually an obsession could come back to me, like finally I get rid of, and I wasn't obsessed for this person, or you know, like, and it's coming back to me. And 12 house, hospitals, orphanages, suicide, aliens. So I can do a research actually with aliens, or with angels, or afterlife, or hospice, for example. And oh, Mercury is writing, and it could be like 4th house, Mercury, trining with that. I'm going to make a space for my family member, like a hospice bed in the house. Or I'm going to make sure I'm going to go in hospitals, there is hospices, and I'm going to write about their experience, because 4th house also means funerals and endings. And so I can write about their experience when they are almost like do the transition, and then they're talking about the angels and who is coming to visit them. That kind of situation could be as well. And here is a mystic eye. How beautiful is that? So between Neptune, Mercury, and Pluto, that's beautiful. It's like a spiritual writing. It's like some kind of spiritual empowerment for you, and for all of us, because we are going to have just different houses, right? So let's see the other thing what could happen. So, you know, like the North Node is in your 4th house, so it's something with family matters and real estate and your origin. For example, your purpose is right now to do a research about your origin. So, for example, you found out the family that you belong from is not your family. The father is not yours, or, you know, like you were adopted and you want to do a research about that. It is Pluto testing, you know, and Mercury over here, it does, and it's still conjunct with North Node. That is your purpose right now. You want to find out your family ancestry, a family tree creating and making. So that's good. So, okay, we move forward from Mercury, and actually Mercury going to move into Gemini on the 13th of June. And then you see, then it's going to go to Gemini. Then we're going to have 4 planets in rulership. We're going to have Mercury in Gemini. We're going to have Venus in Taurus. And we're going to have Mars in Aries. And we're going to have Neptune in Pisces. So that's truly significant, because all of them is in rulership. So they are really, really powerful. They are at home, and they can fulfill their mission over here. So what's going on? So then let's talk about Venus. Venus is money. Venus has 2 sides. So we know the day and the nighttime, the good and the bad. It's really representing the yin and the yang. It's really representing the bad and the good, the black and the white, the blue and the red, however you want to call it. And then Venus is going on Uranus in your fourth house. So it could mean like you beautify your house, but unexpectedly, it is just like one day to another, I just want to start a project and, like redesign my home. Or it could be like the Uranus in the fourth house could mean like one day to another, because of a love story, I'm gonna move abroad. I'm gonna move to a foreign country, for example. Or it could mean like Uranus and Venus here. It could represent like going to redesign my house, but it has to be something with artificial intelligence. So everything going to be modern and technology gonna be technological. So smart house, you say a command and everything is technology for you here. And that Venus is gonna go on North Node. So North Node is your purpose, family, and you might going to find some kind of family member. For example, I lost mother, I lost father, I lost sibling, someone. So you're gonna find some kind of family with this North Node and Venus conjunction, and it's gonna happen actually on the 16th of June. And Uranus and Venus going to be on 11th of June. So it's really next to each other. All right, what else going to happen? 14th of June, we're going to have a full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is liberation. It's the teaching. It's Santa Claus ruled by Jupiter. And, it's like higher education. It's like spiritual knowledge. It's connection with the divine. And it rules our hips and our liver as well. And let's see. So Sagittarius moon is going to happen in your 11th house. And when we have a full moon, that's a closure, that is like an ending, that's a fulfillment, that is a completion in our life. 11th house is something judgment system, judicial system. It is something with money from our career. So it could actually, and then investment, it could actually get rid of a kind of investment or money that is coming from a career. Or it could be like, it could eclipse, it's not eclipses, this is not eclipse, it's a strawberry full moon, and it's a super moon, so close to the earth. So it's really put a lot of emphasis for you in the 11th house of friends, social circle, your tribe. So in Sagittarius over there, it means like, I'm going to get rid of some kind of tribe. They are not serving anymore. I don't belong here anymore. And I'm gonna get rid of some kind of friends as well, Aquarius. So you don't need them anymore. All right? Okay. Or something coming to completion. Maybe a court case coming to completion. It's ending finally, and you feel liberated. It could be a divorce. It could be fight for your children with your ex. It could be an adoption, whatever it is, but a court, a suing, somebody sued you previously because of your career, and it's coming to the end, and you get the money, but it's out of the way. Okay. All right, let's see. So that's the 14th, and then we're going to have the 16th. We have the Sun in Gemini going to trine with the Saturn retrograde. So Saturn in first house, and Sun in Gemini, 5th house for you. So Sun in Gemini, it is something with your children. So it's going to put a light on your children, your creativity, your intimate relationship, 3rd house. If it's intimate relationship, it could be like erection dysfunction, for example, or if you are a male, or it could be like low libido for a woman because it's squaring with Saturn. If it's a child, then it could be like, I need to restrict my child. I need to pay more attention for my child because maybe I was cold. I was like, or I was sick with my back or whatever, and I couldn't talk to I couldn't, do any creativity with my child, or they needed too much attention. And right now I am just like, that's enough. Like you don't need all the attention, that kind of situation. On the 16th, also, we're going to have this same Sun at 24, 25 degrees, actually squaring with Neptune. And Neptune is your 2nd house, your values, your spiritual values. So it could be like some kind of challenge or misunderstanding with your children. So they're going to actually, you're going to have a different spiritual value right now, not the way you were raising them. And they're going to question you, why did you change? And why do you want us to change? Why do you believe in this right now? So that kind of situation could rise. On the 18th, we do have Venus in Taurus, squaring Saturn retrograde. So Venus in Taurus in force, Saturn retrograde. That is your fourth house, that is your ancestors, and that is your first house, your body, your self-esteem. So you might going to find out something with your ancestors that you're not going to like. So because it's square, it could be like, you know, like my great grandfather was a murderer or was convicted for some kind of major crime, or that kind of situation could rise as well. And fourth house and first house. Okay, so first house is your body, your self-esteem. Fourth house is ending. Where so it could be some kind of challenge, and fourth house is ending. It could be some kind of ending with some physical limitation. So for example, I broke my leg, or I pulled my leg, or whatever, and I was in cast, and right now I can get rid of it because Saturn cannot go to retrograde, so it's not giving you that much challenge anymore in retrograde. It's weakened the effect, so it's coming to an end. I don't need to have cast on anymore. Okay, and then we have June 18th, when Venus and Saturn going to square. Yes, that's what I was talking about. So June 19th, Venus and Jupiter going to sextile. So in the second house, Venus and Jupiter, Venus is love, second house, and money, and Jupiter, not Jupiter, but Neptune in second house. So it could be like sextile. It could be like some kind of Venetian effect, so some kind of redecoration of my house, but through some kind of spiritual values. So it could be like maybe even put an altar in your home, or it could be like I get some kind of money, spiritual, you know, donation. Neptune is donation as well. So I get some kind of money because my house got some kind of situation, like, or I had some kind of situation with that Saturnian energy, like I broke my leg and I couldn't work GoFundMe. And that money I going to use, donation, I'm going to use to redecorate or redone my house. Or it could be like, you know, some kind of burn down or whatever happened with my house. And I'm gonna use the donation for that kind of situation to redone my house. All right. Let's see, on the 20th June, Mercury in Gemini going to sextile. Mercury in Gemini at the beginning, it's going to move here on the 13th. We were talking about sextile with Jupiter's third and fifth house. That is a project, is going to be capable to show to the world. I'm gonna get a lot of followers. So social media, you can overnight, you can be blessed in social media. And then you're going to have June 21st, Venus going to trine with Pluto. So Venus is going to be end of Taurus over here and trine with Pluto, 12th house, 4th and 12th house. Okay, so what can it be? Fourth house is your home situation, it's your family. Pluto in 12, it's like reforming. Yeah, it is a family member can get rid of addiction and heal through addiction or anxiety, or get out from the hospital, Pluto or retrograde. So it's like some kind of transformative situation there, and hospitalization, or it was in jail, a family member was in jail. And it's with this trine, with that Venetian trine, they can come to visit, or you know, I'm going to have someone coming, a foster child come visit, and then our family gonna be bigger and more loving. That kind of situation could be present as well itself. On the 21st, we're going to have this sun going to Cancer, so the Gemini, sun gonna ingress Cancer, so but representing like a really nurturing energy in your 6th house. It is representing something like I'm going to pay attention for my health and for my work, for my daily routine. And also June, that is the summer equinox. And then also June 27th, we have Mars sextile with Saturn retrograde. So Mars gonna come end of Aquarius over here and actually sextile with this Saturn retrograde, 1st and 3rd house. So it could be like you want to be impulsive and you want to talk fast and you want to say your truth, but Saturn is going to limit you and say, hey, wait. You know what, if you're going to say your truth right now and if you're going to be brutally honest, you're most likely going to lose someone. So you know, just stay calm and it's gonna put a brake on you. And you know, 3rd house actually, it's representing vehicle and it's representing short-term traveling. Mars over here, and even if it's sextiling with this Saturn, it could representing some kind of brake issue in your car. It could represent even an accident, a car accident. However, because it's sextiling, you're going to come out from the situation beneficial. So it could be like, I get a car accident and it was total, but oh my God, nothing happened to my body. And you know, I'm coming out beneficial from it. And then let's see, June 28th, we do have a new moon, and you're gonna have the new moon in your 6th house. So it is like a major new beginning in your health. So it is like, it's between Ceres, the asteroid of loss, because lost her child, abducted, and the sexual desire over here. So between the two, actually, you know, Ceres is a lost and doesn't want to do anything, always depressed. And that black moon lily, that's mathematical point. It is like no guilt, you know, like just plain instinct, sexual instinct. Between that, the new moon, it could be like in Cancer, in balancing out my hormonal imbalance, for example, and then I can have a new beginning. Or yeah, balancing out estrogen dominance is something like that. But this one is going to this new moon and the sun going to actually square with Jupiter, and that's in the 3rd house. And you see what I said, it makes sense right away, because 3rd house is ruled communication and ruled here is the neck and the vocal cord. And you know, in the other way, for example, 3rd house, not ruling the thyroid because that's Taurus, but because it's in the neck, I could see some kind of endocrine issue with that kind of estrogen dominancy, and it's a square, and it's going to need attention and immediate attention actually. And you know, Cancer is the chest, is the breast as well, the nurturing, the mother who's nurturing. So you might going to have some kind of estrogen dominancy, male or female, both can have. And then you have to take care of that, and you will need to take care of that. So, and the last one is Venus, gonna go to Gemini 22nd already, June 22nd already, but on the 28th, it's going to sextile with Jupiter. And Venus over here in Gemini, in 3-4 degrees, going to sextile with this Jupiter, so 3rd and 5th house. It is something really loving with your children, even a joyful traveling, a good camp together. If you don't have children, it could be an adult camp where you feel like a child. Actually, I do have a client who has an adult camp, and you know, like you can go and do the same things that you have done when you were a child. So it's very blessing. It's a lot of joy. It's a lot of laughter, for example. And it could also, you know, Venus could bring in with 3rd house, it bring closer someone in the neighborhood who can become your lover, for example. or, you know, a friend also become an intimate relationship. All right, so I think I was talking about everything, Aquarius, and if you like my videos, please subscribe and push the like button. I would really appreciate that, and I'm truly grateful I can navigate you through your spiritual journey. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, then just check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much for your attention, and until we meet again, see you soon. Bye. Let me turn that off.